On Thursday Night Football, and I start my episode with that because on Thursday Night Football, you saw some high highs and you saw some low lows when we talk about the NFL in general. The Baltimore Ravens played the Cincinnati Bengals on Thursday Night Football. So, with the logic that I just said and how I started this episode, let me give you the negative, because I want to obviously end this on a positive. I don't understand why it's so hard for the NFL to listen to their players. Or I don't understand why the NFL doesn't obviously see data that would benefit them in the long run and maximize that data. You know what? I do understand it. The data shows that obviously more football generates more money. That's obvious. Football is king in the US or United States. More football generates more money. When you look at college football, when you look at Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, next week they're going to have a Black Friday football game, and they're going to have Thanksgiving games. More football generates more money. If you ever want to know the what's the word that I'm trying to find? If you ever want to know the intentions of somebody or the intentions of something, watch their actions. I feel like I'm beating around the bush a little bit too much. Mark Andrews gets hurt on Thursday Night Football. Very severe ankle injury. More than likely he broke it. While I'm recording this, the official diagnosis of his ankle hasn't been revealed, but they are saying that it's likely out for the season. Mark Andrews gets hurt. Joe Burrow obviously has been nursing a wrist injury. I don't know for how long. The NFL or the Bengals are investigation because he obviously wasn't on the injury report. He hurts his wrist or hand. Can't grip the ball, can't throw the ball. Lamar Jackson gets hurt. Now, obviously, he finished the game, but Lamar Jackson gets hurt. Odell Beckham Jr. gets hurt. He finishes the game as well, but he gets hurt. I understand the data that the NFL is looking at. The data that they're looking at is more football generates more money. And they understand that it doesn't matter what day of the week football is played, people are going to watch. This game was obviously the best Thursday Night Football game we've had this year. There's been some horrific Thursday Night Football games, but people have still watched week after week. Yo, I think there was a Washington played the Bears on Thursday Night Football. Like, there has been some bad Thursday Night Football games, but people are still watching. So I understand, looking at that data, it makes sense why you would continue to have Thursday Night Football games. But the data I'm looking at is the fact that we hear how horrific the NFL is as far as the toll that it takes on your body, and how you hear the famous phrase, getting hit in the NFL is like a car crash. Just the amount of force that two people or multiple people clashing into each other does to the body. We hear that all the time. So in what way, shape, or form do you think, they also say that it takes the body, or it usually takes a full week to at least recover enough, not a full recovery, but recover enough to play another game, which means from Sunday to Sunday or from Sunday to Monday, That's how long it usually takes for the body to heal so it can play another game. Not fully heal, but heal enough that it can get up enough to play another game of football. If it takes that long, in what way, shape, or form do you think that it is healthy for your players to play a game on Sunday and then play yet another game on Thursday? I don't have the stats here, but I'm sure that there is a staggering number of injuries related to Thursday night football because the body just isn't supposed to take that much punishment in that short amount of time. Now, people, I understand. The argument is, well, you're playing football. Anybody can get hurt. I understand that. But I retort that by saying this. You can go out, get in a car, and anybody can get into an accident. Anyone, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can be doing the right thing. Anyone can get into an accident when you drive a car. But who is more likely to get into an accident? A person that is driving the speed limit or a person that's driving 100 miles an hour? Yes, football is an aggressive sport. Yes, football is a sport where anyone can get hurt at any time. But I'm sure the likelihood and the percentage of you getting hurt raises exponentially when you don't have the same amount of rest as somebody else. If you're playing on Sunday, a physical game, the Ravens played the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, one of the most physical defenses in football. You're playing them, and then you have to go and play the Cincinnati Bengals. And you're wondering why there's so many people that get hurt on Thursday night football. So I wanted to start there because I want to obviously end on a positive note. I'm going to talk about the game because it happened. But it just breathed there's no metric outside of money that says Thursday night football is a positive thing for these players. And when I say outside of money, it really isn't money for the players because you don't get extra money because you're playing a Thursday night football game. It's just extra money for the teams and revenue and the NFL. These players, yes, they get a game check. But they would have got the same game check if that game was moved to Sunday or Monday. So again, before I move on and actually talk about the game, for the people that continuously say you know what you're risking, you know what you're doing, you have accepted the consequence when you put on helmet and pads, right? Again, anyone can get into a car accident driving outside. But who is more likely to get into an accident? Someone that's driving the speed limit or someone that's going 100 miles an hour? There are things that are preventative. Thursday night football is a fairly new thing. It probably came about 4 or 5 years ago. It doesn't have to continue to be a thing. And I promise you that the NFL will still thrive if there was no Thursday night football games. Or the only football game that's on Thursday is like Thanksgiving. Or if you do want to do a Thursday night game, don't allow the teams to play the Sunday before. Because, was it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? 4 days of recovery for an NFL game is insane. The documentary, The Bishop Sycamore, and I understand it was 2 days, but people were killing Cuz for having his team play two games in a span of like 3 days. Well, that's essentially just add another day That's essentially what the NFL is doing. But because they're professionals and because it's the NFL, we're just supposed to be cool with it. No, bro. That's not healthy. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.